Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are having a great day so far. So yeah, this is the look we'll be learning today. I have created a brown smoky eyes with a pinkish nude lips and a very clean base. So this is something I regularly wear when I'm going out for functions or somewhere I'm just a guest. There's not a lot of light falling on me, so it has to look clean. This is the kind of look which you can add on or like reduce a bit and adjust according to your preferences and according to the place you're going, according to the occasion. I have added so much of tips in the video, so make sure you watch it. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do that. It would mean the world to me. So let's not make the intro bigger. Let's quickly dive into the video. Hello you guys, so as you already know, we'll be seeing a brown smoky eyes and nude lips with a clean base. So I have already completed my cleansing, toning and moisturizing routine. I also have some lip balm on, so that is the first step. You need to prep your skin well before you go for any look. So once that is done, we'll start with the eyes. I first start with my eyes because I feel the makeup looks clean that way. So first we'll conceal the eyelids because I have a little darkness going around, but I'm not using any color corrector today because I think the concealer itself does the work. I'm using the Born This Way Too Faced concealer in the shade Butterscotch. So it does the job. You just need a little bit around your eyes and it covers up all the pigmentation. I'm using the Pro Arte AK42 brush. This is a foundation brush, but I'm just using this to conceal my eyelids. So it's not mandatory to have a lot of brushes to do your makeup. You can mix and match brushes. You can use the same things, same brushes to get your look perfect. So a pro tip in between, if you are a beginner or you're a person who loves makeup and you need one brush for your base, the cream base, for example the concealer and the foundation, you can definitely invest in this Pro Arte AK42 brush. This is great. It's very densely packed. You can go underneath your eyes, you can use above your eyes, and it's great for anything. It does the job and it gives a very flawless finish. So if you want to invest in one good foundation brush, you can definitely use this one. So now to set the concealer over my eyelids, I'm using the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC43. You can definitely replace this with any compact powders. So moving on to the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to show you one eyeshadow palette that you as a beginner can invest in, and it is great. To be honest, I have used this. This was my first eyeshadow palette and I have used this on various clients during the beginning of my career. This does perform really well and it's very affordable. It is Makeup Revolution Reloaded Iconic Division. It looks something like this. If you see well, it has all the shades that generally brides from South India prefer for their Muhurtam looks. You can definitely play with this for the reception also. If you're a beginner and you have very less clients, I know we cannot invest on a lot of palettes because you have your budget and it's not always easy to get things. Today we'll be using this palette and I'm going with the brown shade here as my transition color. So a transition shade is something that goes in the depth of the eyelid right over here. This is called the crease. So you use a transition shade just so that your colors don't look patchy. Same thing on the other eye. So the transition shade is done. I would like to give you a tip here. You will never get it perfect on both eyes, okay? So it's always about you do one eye, then you do the other eye, and then you check. Sometimes you might feel that this eye is darker or this eye is lighter. So you make it right. Do the blending work well. The blending game is the key to good makeup. So now to darken the eyelids, I'm using this brown, this dark brown. I'm using this dark brown on the outer corners of the eye. And I'm generally packing the product and then smudging it outside. If you do not want the pigment to be so dark, then you can start blending on the lid also. Now I'll use this peach shade. So I'm just using this peach shade in the inner corner. It can be a little difficult to use the same brush used for the darker shade and then use it for a lighter shade to blending out. Now if you find that there's a lot of brown pigment in your brush and you're not able to use a lighter shade, you can simply use it to remove that brown from your brush. It's not going to go entirely, but definitely it will bring out most of the pigment. So this is the look I'm going for today. Let me quickly do the other eye and come back. So yeah, we're done with both the eyes. I'm happy with how it's looking. So I'll again use this black or this brown, just mixing both on this Pro Arte PE58 pencil brush. I'm using this, line this along the lash line. Instantly you see this darkens up the lash line. So once you're done with your eyeshadow and then liner or kajal on the upper lid, you can go ahead and curl your lashes. I use this curler to give a lift to my lashes. So I gently hold my upper eyelid and then bring this closer to my lid and then just press it. I hope you're able to capture the difference in both the eyes. This is well lifted. This is good for people who have droopy eyes. This will give an instant lift to your lids. So yeah, we're doing the same with the other lid. Be careful when you're doing this for the first time. Be very gentle and slow. Don't be quick because it's your eyes and you can get hurt. And I'm using the Maybelline the Hyper Curl Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. This is a loved product. Everyone loves this. You will have to rub it against the tub and then use it for your lashes. Remove the excess product or it can make your lashes look clumsy. Not dipping it again. I'm using the same wand to get my lower lashes done. Just see up and wiggle it within the lashes. Using the kajal for lower lashes is not mandatory. It depends on you like it or not on the occasion, but make sure you always line the upper lid with the kajal because that can make your look so much better. So once you're happy with how your eye is looking, you will have to clean up this extra outer all off. So for that you can use a Q-tip or I sometimes use a cotton. I just dip it in this micellar water from Garnier. You can use the other variant also, but I have this because I generally take rides. So I use this. And I just clean this up like till where I want it. So you see it instantly gives a cut. And then just wipe it around your eyes. So for this look you can definitely go with thin lashes, natural lashes, or you can use heavy lashes, but today I'm not wearing any because I just want to show you how this can look better even without lashes. I'm moving with the base. Now I'm using this strobing cream from MAC. I'm using a very tiny amount just on the higher points of my face, on the nose and on the chin. So once that is done, I'm going in with the primer. This is a Blur Perfect primer from Lakme. This definitely blurs out your pores. So what you have to do is just press the primer in those areas so it goes and settles down in the pores and blurs your skin. So as I said you that this is my go-to look. I do not prefer having a lot of coverage in my face on a daily basis, which means I do not want a layer of foundation and then concealer and then contour. So I prefer using this step where I just conceal or use a concealer around my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, a little on the forehead, just like how you would highlight your face. I do that, but a very minimum amount, and then here, yeah, so I just do that. I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Multi-Use Concealer in the shade 130 Medium, and then I use my foundation. You can use a lighter coverage foundation also, but I love the finish of MAC. This is in the shade NC44. I can use a palette, but I prefer using my hand for this because it does heat up the product and makes it a bit more creamy. Now I'll take this and dab, because this concealer is little too light for me and I do not have a corrector going in underneath, so I will have to match it up. So I'm just using the foundation on the areas where I have used my highlight shade and also around it. You can also use a blender, but I find brushes more comfortable, so I'm using this. I am keeping the concealer right in the place where I want, so I'm not like going and using a heavy hand. I'm making sure focused on this area. You can use the left out foundation and dab. I hope you're able to see. And you can use this and carve out your eyeshadow also. Just dab dab dab. You see, like with just that much product, the amount of coverage you're getting, but it's not gonna feel heavy on your skin. The lighter concealer you have used, make sure you focus it just on those areas, and then make sure you're blending out all edges. So once the base is done, you can move on to contour and blush and highlight, and then set the face, or you can set the face first and then go with the contour. It works either ways, because we do not have so much product or concealer which can crease into your fine lines, so you can push the setting step. Today for contour, I'll be using the Wet n Wild bronzer powder. This works well as a contour shade also for me. I'm using this bronzer powder to just give a sun-kissed look to this makeup. So this is in the shade What Shady Beaches. I'm using this Pro Arte P14 brush. This is a flat topped brush, some of it, and then using it right here. I'm keeping it up because I do have a lot of cheek fat. Blending it upwards to cut some of that, or to give an effect of that, and it also warms up the face. Take some more, dust off the excess and use it in the same place around my, like I'm using this as a contour, so around my jawline. I do fasten up this process, like I'm not very specific on how it should look or it shouldn't, because this is something I would prefer to wear on a regular basis or for small functions, so I don't want it to look perfect. Once that is done, I'm taking a little more and then using it on the sides of my nose. Again, I'm not very specific because that's not how I want it to look. Once I'm done with the contour, I'm quickly taking up the sugar blush in the shade Peach Peak 01. This is again from Lotus Cosmetics. I got this gifted from one of my friends long back. So I'm using this the first use. So make sure you dab it on your palm once, so you know how is it pigmented or not, and then go light handed. So I'm happy with how it's looking. I like applying some on my nose and on my chin. So once that is done, I'm taking the powder brush that we used in the beginning, and I'm using the same Studio Fix to set my base very light handed. If you are an oily person, make sure you set around your nose, like the T-zone here, here and here, because these areas you get oily very fast. Now our base is done, and let's quickly move on to the lips. I would like to wear something pinkish, so I'm using this color bar. Like if you have watched my previous video, I'm obsessed with this color. It's in the shade Hot Latte. So for this look, we can go for a lip shade that is completely nude, or for a good red shade. It will look good because it's brown smoky eyes, and most of the lipsticks look good in this, but I'm in love with this lipstick, and I'm just finding excuses to wear this. So yeah, if you have very pigmented lips, you can use a lip liner before applying the lipstick, so the lipstick's color doesn't change. I'll be lining the lips with this Swiss Beauty Bold Matte Lip Liner in the shade Maroon 02. So I'll use this and quickly be back. So here I'm done with the lipstick. Let me quickly put on some highlighter. This is from Maybelline Master Chrome. This is a cult favorite and it performs greatly and it's very affordable. So I'm using this just on the high points. This brush is from Amazon. You get these set of 12 brushes for a very affordable range. This is one of those, and I'm going to quickly set my face with PAC Micro Finish Makeup Fixer. This is great. I have already spoken about this in my previous video. It creates a great finish and locks your makeup. So this is the final look. I hope you like it. So let me quickly be back. So I'm back, guys. I've just added a bit of kajal in my lower lash line because I thought it completed the entire look. And also we did not have lashes attached, so kajal adds up to the glam and it looks complete. I also smudged out the kajal with some eyeshadow powder. And here is the completed look. I just put on some ethnic wear so you know how it looks in western as well as ethnic wear. So I hope you like it too. You'll find the outfit and earrings a link in my Instagram page, so you can go there and check out. If you have any queries regarding this, make sure you drop in the comments. I'll make sure I answer each one of them. Thank you. Until next time, bye.